Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the 49ers going up against the Seahawks. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call on this Week 3 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The play clock's running down. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. In motion left goes a tight end. Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Jonathan Joseph goes under the radar a little bit as one of the better cover corners in the league. But his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Third and short yardage. Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Now Landry. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Mariota. Able to locate Wilson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Mariota now from the 50. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Landry now on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that leads to a San Francisco first down. The first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, nice move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it'll be first down 49ers. They go play action here. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Timmy Jernigan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
One receiver left, 2 to the right.
All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
William Moore there in on the stop. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Here we go now.
Play action. Garoppolo hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline?
Hurry up, here we go.
Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
On the left side, this is Stills. A gain of 6 there on first. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Detroit!
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And Stills bringing it in. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Touchdown, San Francisco. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Mariota now. And that is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Third and long here for Mariota. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taken right around the 44. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Seahawks with a football. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Mariota caught left side. Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Now Mariota. And Wilson has it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covered him. Remember, it's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Mariota. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Defense showing blitz.
We got three. One. Check three.
On second down, Mariota again. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Double tight. Three down.
On third down, Mariota. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well, and most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Paul bringing it in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield.
Go get him.
Mariota again. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. They have 11 yards in time and a new set of downs.
It fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. On second down, Freeman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against. But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Drive here, and it goes on and on.
Four down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll give it up to Forte. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down.
Alert. Yeah, I need one over here. Check 26.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He's going to let it go deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Sean Davis, the rookie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And he's got his man. That's Landry. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll buy some time right. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Garoppolo again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Getting Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. It's Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Check, Patriot!
On first down, Garoppolo dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
There you go now.
10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, spinning away. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go. Green.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Chris Johnson, the running back. And fourth down coming up. Now Justin Tucker's out to try to field goal. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
And that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Hall bringing it in. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Sean Davis, the rookie. And his guys have got it back. that's it.
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Set. 3-19.
And they'll start the drive to the ground with Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. First down throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Green 39.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And now they're in the hurry up.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hey, I'm coming.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. It's a gain of 14 there. That'll be good for a Seattle first down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run him now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Mariota now on second down. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
We've got a 3rd and 11. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Witherspoon. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They send Green to the left on his own.
All right, here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Green's got it over the middle. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage, you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. Touchdown, 49ers. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
No, off.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a wobbler here. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. Which is exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. First down, Mariota. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson, 92 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back. And sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play clock winding down. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And to the left side here, Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Fresh set of downs here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, go down.
Mariota on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Second down, Mariota. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. A good pickup there, 20 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want him to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move him a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. The play clock's running down. Mariota looked to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points and gets it back within a field goal. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Second and 10. And Stills over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Play action. Garoppolo. He's got his man here. It's Green. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Play fake. Garoppolo. And Green with a catch left side. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good start.
Johnson, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The fourth quarter here they've got. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Garoppolo to throw on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Let's go! 319! 319!
And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. To Johnson again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Well, Parker, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back out in the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And tough starting field position here. They come out here in the eye. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Back to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
High school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
Back to throw. And Wilson has it. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Now good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Sean Davis, the rookie. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. take a knee. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Charles, this is not an easy place to win. They are known for having such a great crowd. But how about that? They came in here, they were determined from the opening kick, and they got it done.
And they've done such a great job at putting an excellent team on the field. But the architects that built this stadium to keep the noise in, and that crowd responds in a big way. But you're exactly right. Hard to believe that people can still come in here and win the game.
So for the Niners, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.